Bingo Blitz rules.
If your bingo has ads in it,
That's not a bingo.
if it doesn't have the coolest tournaments, mini games, and the most breathtaking design,
Nope, not a bingo.
if your bingo moment makes you feel so excited that you just want to burst in joy and scream out loud, bingo! Sorry, so you're playing...
Bingo Blitz? Now that's a bingo. Discover a world of excitement with Bingo Blitz, the #1 free bingo game. Download Bingo Blitz and play for free.
Now that's a bingo.
Hi, this is Rob Benedict.
And I am Richard Spate. We were both on a little show you might know called Supernatural.
It had a pretty good run, 15 seasons, 327 episodes.
And though we have seen, of course, every episode many times, we figured, hey, now that we're wrapped, let's watch it all again.
And we can't do that alone, so we're inviting the cast and crew that made the show along for the ride. We've got writers, producers, composers, directors, and we'll of course have some actors on as well, including some certain guys that played some certain pretty iconic brothers.
It was kind of a little bit of a left field choice in the best way possible.
The note from Kripke was, he's great, we love him, but we're looking for like a really intelligent Duchovny type.
With 15 seasons to explore, it's going to be the road trip of several lifetimes. So please join us and subscribe to Supernatural Then and Now.
What's up, everyone? It's Noah Daniels.
Hey y'all, I'm JJ.
Hey guys, it's Kat.
And we're your hosts of the Real Hauntings podcast. We bring on guests to share their first-hand encounter ghost stories and supernatural experiences. Now on to the trailer.
I've been warned to not tell this story, but I think because of the way it ends, it's okay to tell this story, because some people say that with certain entities, to like speak of them or talk about them or in any way like portray them as powerful will attract them to other people. The creepiest thing about it to me is a lot of times it would wait for me to notice it. Like, it would just lay its arm out like this, and then I'd be like, where is it? Where is it? And then I'd see it, and then it would just slither back.
For more information on the Real Hauntings, Real Ghost Stories podcast, make sure you check out Real.fm to learn more about our podcast and many other amazing podcasts.
Hi.
What are you doing?
I'm looking at this girl who defended this other bitch. It's fucking hilarious. Okay. Hi.
Welcome to See You Next Tuesday, where you hear us talking on we are recording this on a Tuesday, so technically you will see this next Tuesday because that's when it comes out. So now we finally made sense of it.
Oh, that makes a lot of... I didn't even really question it, because, we named our bonus episode on Friday Fisting Friday, and I'm like, the creativity is just sex. That's all it is. It's like, no, raunchy. Like, I'm waiting for, we start releasing something on a Wednesday, and we're like, 69!
What Wednesday?
What Wednesday? Now we have... what Wednesday does make sense, though.
It does. What will that be? Us going to theme parks. Gross. Nasty.
Also, especially the wet theme parks, that's a yeast infection.
Also, just germs in general. You know how I feel about.
I know. I also was absolutely convinced, which I don't think I'm wrong, but anytime that there's wetness involved, I'm easier to get pregnant. It's why I'm not going to go to a foam party. I bet the sperm is writing some bubbles, and then it's just going to fall inside of my vagina, and then I'm suddenly going to be pregnant with a frat baby? Hard pass.
Your fiance is a frat boy, so...
And to be fair, I was also having sex with people in the frat, and so, that's probably more likely. And it was, I literally was telling the guy I was, hooking up with and dating, that I was I'm not going to, the phone party, I'm going to get pregnant. And he's like, but you're just going to come over and we're going to have sex afterwards? I was like, yeah, the condom. But, what am I going to do? Wear, a diaphragm to your party?
Phone parties are a lot of fun, except for your eyes burn.
Imagine semen in your eye, a yeast infection in your...
You don't have to imagine semen in your eye.
No, I know,
I'm sure
but
you've had it shot at your head a time or two.
I think of the iconic photo.
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
A photo that y'all will never see, but...
Of somebody you know.
But was Meghan's wallpaper on her phone for a while.
Years. People make... Is that... Oh my God. Do they know that... Yes, they know. They approved this. They approved that message. I hope one day they finally post that picture. It's
been years at this
so
point.
funny. I know. I'm like, come on, aren't we? Like, this is funny. Like, you always thought it was funny, but like, I feel like the world should see how funny this is. Tell the story. Okay, so well, welcome. We were just setting up to record, and Melissa was like, "Pause what you're saying because we need to talk about this." I brought up the very important question. Melissa, have you seen the iconic classic Dcom, Cadet Kelly?
No. They're both like my age, so like you watch things of people that are older than you, so no.
And then we got into a debate because I said it was classic. She said
you said it was an original, like the OG.
Well, technically,
it's not an OG though.
Technically, it is because it's Disney Channel original.
Okay,
movie.
yes, it's an original movie, but it is not an OG.
But we looked it up, and turns out Disney Channel had Premiere Films, which was it was called that until 1977. That was they were released under Disney Channel Premiere Films. Since then, they're all currently released under Disney Channel Original Movies, aka DComs.
Okay, so Cadet Kelly came out in
2002.
2002. I consider the like OGs or like Brink, which heartthrob of the time.
Oh my, yes.
The hair, the face.
That's 1998.
That's 90. Yeah, that's 98. That's like an OG.
2002 and 1998 are the same year.
They're not the same
year.
They're
the same year.
Eric Von Detten. What's he up to?
I don't know. Let's check out that. My favorite ability, and it's really just because I pay the fee. IMDb Pro. Like I flex that shit on everybody. Someone is like, I wonder what this person's doing. I'm like, let me tell you what they're doing.
He's got a wife, a child. He looks about the same, just older.
He was in Toy Story.
Wasn't he like the voice of Sid or something?
Yeah, who's Sid?
The evil kid. Well, he's not really evil. He just had a rough childhood.
Well, that's how they are. Oh, he was in... Wait, why is this not showing me the Pro version? Yeah, there you go. Every time I go to Pro, do you know what opens up automatically? Coin Heist. Starring Sasha and Alexis Giselle. And I'm like, I don't know why that's the thing that like automatically fills, but because I always just click it instead of just typing in like full Pro IMDb, it just stays there.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've also got like Halloween Town is an OG, Xenon, Girl of the 21st Century, which I also always have to, work in a soap opera reference, which stars Kirsten, what's her last name?
Dunst?
No. Kirsten Storms, who stars as Maxie Jones on General Hospital. She also was the original Belle on Days of Our Lives. Also Raven's in it, of course.
Oh, wow, he's not really working.
Who?
Eric.
Oh, yeah, I knew that. I don't know what Can of Worms are. The 13th year.
Wait, Halloween Town?
Yeah, I said that.
Okay. And the 13th
Which
year.
they're like married now or engaged or something, right?
Yep, 13th year. I wanted that boy with those flippers.
That boy was in so
me.
many. Isn't that the same kid that's in Smart House? Is that him?
I want to say no.
Okay.
He might be, but there's two who looked like almost identical and they constantly got mixed up with each other. That is Ches Starbuck.
No.
That's his real fucking name. Of course he had to be an actor. What else could he have been? He would have had to been a used car salesman, an actor, or a host on like a home shopping network, something like that.
Johnny Tsunami.
Fucking classic.
A classic. Brandon Baker, what's he doing?
Ooh, horse sense. Fuck horses. Hated that. The Color of Friendship, that was that was a repeat on Disney Channel almost every fucking week. Like, I think it might have...
That's the one about the South African girl that goes to live with the black family?
That's the one where they said the N-word with the hard R on Disney Channel. It's, like,
Yeah, it's based on, like, a true story.
Yeah.
Didn't we look this up at some point?
We did. We talked about recently. It on a Patreon because someone hadn't seen it.
Yeah. But they always played it during Black History Month, so I feel like that's why they played it
every night during Black
Yes.
They didn't have anything else.
I don't know what Genius is. I don't remember that one.
Emmy Rossum.
Emmy Rossum. Wow.
I don't remember that one either. Then Rip Girls. Fuck yeah, I remember that.
I remember Alley Cat Strikes because that also has another cutie too.
Oh, Kaylee Cuoco
was in what?
Alley Cat Strike.
Oh,
Miracle in Lane 2, starring Frankie Muniz, absolute love of my life, who I then met later on because he was on the same season of Dancing with the Stars as Sasha. And so when I would go watch her, I was like, bitch, I love you, but you need to introduce me to Frankie Muniz. Like, I'm a stan. And she goes, oh, I know, because I had my first date to Racing Stripes, the movie where he voiced the zebra who was in a horse race. And so naturally I told him, and I was like, I love you so much. Oh, Quince.
Quince, which is the same girl from Halloween Town.
By far was like, my top as growing up, it was Quince, which I definitely thought was not spelled like that. I thought it was spelled like, isn't there like a food, like a fruit, like a quince?
Quince?
As I said it, I was like, the spelling in my head is quince. Fruit! It's a fruit!
Okay.
Oh, it's a fruit! That's definitely how I thought it was spelled until just this very moment that I'm looking at this. But it was that. It was Quince. The Ultimate Christmas Gift, which maybe that's the exact wrong name, so we'll scroll and find that eventually. Smart House and Cadet Kelly.
Yeah. Well, again, Cadet Kelly, we still haven't even got to 2001. Like, we're still working through 2000. Yeah, Cadet Kelly is still far down the list. It is not an OG.
But they play them all, like Stepsister from Planet Weird.
The thing is, they played them all for you, but they weren't played all for me, so there's a disconnect
That does make sense.
You get it? Because they hadn't come out yet.
Phantom of the Megaplex. That one was, like, low-key kind of scary.
I don't remember that one.
Oh, The Ultimate Christmas Present. That's from 2000. That one is, like, honestly a rewatch. Like, I used to, now that I'm so glad we have Disney Plus, because I used to just go on YouTube and watch, like, the ripped version of The Ultimate Christmas Present every year. Xenon the Sequel.
The sequel.
Genius.
Yeah.
Fucking genius. It's
also this was like a years ago, Kimberly J. Brown was on an episode of a couple episodes of General Hospital, and Kirsten Storms like killed her character because she was chasing and trying to steal her baby.
Xenon the prequel. Truly, I bet that there's like a very large crossover in the Disney Dcom original machine and the soap machine, because like you would think
it's not though.
Really?
Yeah, there's not that many.
That's shocking. Maybe that's what they need to start casting, is like all these kids, because
they're a little too hammy.
Oh, I just think of in the terms of, like, you have to memorize so fucking much for a soap that, like, child actors and people who, like, that part of their brain is, like, really well massaged and worked, they'd be good at it.
But they also don't get that many takes. Like, in a soap opera, you only get 1 to 2 takes.
Yeah. Still, though, most child actors, that's why they're not very, that's why a lot of them aren't very good, is because they're just memorizing and not getting a lot of takes.
Luck of the Irish, the same cutie.
That's a different one. That's not the same as 13th Year.
No, I know it's not 13th.
Oh,
Isn't
okay.
that the Smart House kid, though?
Yeah, that's Ryan Merriman.
Yeah.
Also a hottie. What's Hounded?
I don't know.
Oh. Taj Mowry. No, I didn't like the dog ones.
Yeah. Is this a remake of
Jumping Ship? Oh my gosh. That was with the Lawrence brothers.
Did you see that they were recently in like a Google Home commercial?
No. That's iconic though.
Yeah.
Halloween Town 2, Calabar's Revenge, 'Twas the Night. The Proof Point. Wow, Taj, I missed a lot of these. I'm so sorry. Double Teamed will forever be.
I don't know this.
I'm sorry.
This is when I was getting too old. I don't know.
I just need to speak to the person who did Xenon the Sequel, who named that, definitely was not in the room when someone suggested we're going to make a movie called Double Teamed. You can't do that. Not for children. This is children. It's identical twin basketball players. That checks off way too many like subgenres of porn. Like, that's not okay.
Yeah.
Then we finally have
so
Cadet
it
Kelly.
must 2001 was like it had to be the end of me watching because I don't remember any of these other ones.
You're fucking kidding me. We actually need to watch all of these
because I was in high school by this time.
Get a Clue is really intense.
And Lindsay Lohan and Brenda's song.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Also, the little boy that played Alfalfa in the Little Rascals. Yeah, the cutoff was me going to high school because I didn't watch any of these other ones.
As a podcast network, our first priority has always been audio and the stories we're able to share with you. But at Realm, we also sell some pretty cool merch, and organizing that was made both possible and easy with Shopify. When you think about successful businesses like Aloe or Allbirds or Skims, an often overlooked secret is the business behind the business that makes selling and, for shoppers, buying simple. For millions of businesses, that business is Shopify. That's because nobody does selling better than Shopify. It's the home of the #1 checkout on the planet. And the not-so-secret secret that's definitely worth talking about is that Shop Pay boosts conversions up to 50%. That's more happy customers and way more sales going. If you're hoping to grow your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling, on the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Businesses that sell more sell on Shopify. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout we use with Shopify. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/realm, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/realm to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/realm.
It's okay. So if I'm going to recommend you, and to anybody who didn't watch, if I'm going to recommend for the future, for the ones here, Cadet Kelly, Get a Clue, Gotta Kick It Up. You watched Gotta Kick It Up though.
No, I didn't. I just know what it is.
Si se puede. Gotta Kick It Up.
I know it.
Fantastic. Okay, what else? The Even Stevens movie is really good. Fuck Shia LaBeouf. I can't say his name because for the longest time I thought it was Shyla. And then I thought it was Shia LaBeouf. And so first name Shyla, last name Buff.
Got it.
And now I have a really hard time. I just need to refer to him as both names. And it has Christy Carlson Romano, a star YouTube vlogger. And
star of Cadet Kelly.
Oh, yeah, that too. But I think her YouTube career has completely surpassed her Impossible fame, all of it. She's iconic. So then there is, Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off. So fucking good. Wanted to marry him. And you know who that has a feature of? Bobby motherfucking Flay. So good. Then Cheetah Girls, also fantastic. Pixel Perfect, so fucking good. Xenon Z3, Stuck in the Suburbs, also fucking fantastic. Kim Possible movie, Twitches, Proud Family, Cowbells, Wendy Wu, Homecoming Warrior. Yeah, there's so many.
I was in college by that time, so definitely none of those.
Okay, well, you should watch Minutemen, even though it's
I have
from
seen
2008.
Twitches, though.
Minutemen is fantastic. It's like actually like you could make Minutemen like a feature-length like blockbuster film and have it not be attached to Disney Channel. Like it's fantastic. I've literally watched almost all of these. We get to I think 2011. I haven't seen any of those movies.
See, that's your cutoff.
Well, I'm a junior in high school.
That's what I'm saying. I was in high school, so that was my cutoff.
No, I know. I'm just saying, I think my cutoff was a little later than yours.
Mine was high school. It was when I was, I don't know, I graduated. Yeah, I was also 2001 sophomore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. I was a junior.
Yeah.
That's the year I started having sex, and then I stopped watching Disney Channel. My innocence is gone.
There you go. You can pinpoint it. Maybe on Wet Wednesdays we'll pick one of these movies. Just some Wednesday. It won't be every Wednesday. We just pick one of these movies and watch and then talk about it.
You have no idea how much that would mean to me because that also gives me homework that I can force Mott's to watch too. Mm-hmm. And now knowing that Mott's like watched High School Musical and he was like, I love this movie. He also loved the second one. That now I'm going to be able to get him to watch even more of these. I have yet to lead him astray except for the one time we saw Love the Coopers or something. That was like in theaters, some Christmas movie. It's maybe one of the worst movies ever, but it's not even like a funny bad movie. which sucks. Not like, my other favorite funny bad movies. What are your favorite DComs? Let us know. I'll make a post.
I thought you were asking me. I was like, I told you.
No, I'm telling the audience. Let us know what your favorite DComs are. Someone remind me to make a post. I'll put it on my to-do list, but someone will probably need to remind me. And go comment it there, because maybe we'll pick from one of those. Or maybe we'll give a poll of which one we should watch first.
It'll be skewed, though, because more people are closer to your age or younger.
Exactly.
No,
I'm
thank
going
you.
to win.
No.
I don't want to watch anything that's in black and white.
Shut the hell up. We'll go back and forth between I pick one and you pick one. You can have polls for the ones you do, and I just pick mine.
Well, this is not a democracy. It's a cheerocracy.
It's a cheerocracy.
Wow, I liked him too.
Who?
The guy from Bring It On.
Oh. A lot of that movie skis me out now.
I think that's the point.
I know.
Like, it's definitely, like, I think of it, like, not as extreme, but as Drop Dead Gorgeous, where I was like, I should not have been watching this just because this has, like, pageants or cheerleaders. This is, like, not for teenagers or children. Like, it is an adult movie that just happens to star teenagers.
Yeah.
I feel like that a lot. But yeah, he was cute. I also thought, you've seen Princess Diaries, right?
Of course.
I thought he was really cute too. And if you like go to any of my like growing up male childhood crushes that like from movies and stuff, and you put mods next to them, I was like, oh, this makes sense. Like, it's all these like snarky, like smart, like brunette guys who are like, I'm too cool. And then they're actually not. And I'm like, oh, look at them.
They're reading a book at the cheer competition.
Yeah, it's like the fanfic of being like, Harry Styles noticed me in the crowd. He's like, who's that girl reading a book? And you're like, I'm just here bringing my little sister to One Direction. Like, I don't even know who you are. And he plucks me out of the crowd. It's like literally the girl reading like a book at a club. Like, that's the vibe. I'm not like other. I literally went on a whole rant to, what was it? I don't even remember what we were talking about, but something, Matz's parents were in town. And, his mom was like saying something that was like different about him, and I go, oh, do not stroke his individuality complex. Like, he is not like other boys. And it's like, that is very much him. And it's his at work, because everyone's like, yeah, Mats is like really into reading. And I was like, wow.
At work?
Yeah.
People that should be reading scripts?
I mean, they mostly do unscripted content.
Well, they still have to read things.
I know, but they're like, he's like such a big reader, which I'm like, it's a small office. You got to hire some more people so Mom doesn't feel like I'm not like other boys, which is so funny to me. Now I want to watch some of these new ones. Like, low key, Descendants seems really good. I have watched a couple music videos.
That's now into my nieces and nephews.
I know. I also think I got an audition for one of these very, very, very old Disney Channel. No, but I think it's actually no, maybe it was Nickelodeon. I don't remember. Way back in the day. But
we have to do Camp Rock just because people talk about it all the time. Never seen it.
It will culturally. It is like a moment. So like it will really help, especially like the Disney knees, Mitchie Torres.
The first thing we need to do is Cheetah Girls, though. I don't even know why we're.
I don't know why
this.
Either. Also, dare I say, yes, we have to do Cheetah Girls 1, but it's actually more important for us to do Cheetah Girls 2.
Yeah, but I haven't seen Cheetah Girls at all.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But like, just know that we are watching Cheetah Girls 1 to get to Cheetah Girls 2, which is, again, a feature-length, like, cinema production. Like, it is so fucking good. The music is good. Like, I will say, people knock Disney for, like, you know, the absolute, like, what's called, I was gonna say, like, it's like a puppy mill for child actors. Like, it's intense and not healthy and not good. I will say, they know how to find fucking talent. Yeah. Like, especially ones where people are singing.
They made another Freaky Friday.
Yeah, even though the Lindsay Lohan one was also a remake, apparently.
Yes, I told you this.
Apparently!
Me and you had the conversation.
Oh, yeah. Apparently.
They want to make another one. Like Lindsay Lohan and...
Mats can't even talk about that movie. It's like he thinks it's the scariest movie
I told you my hang-ups about it. Because it's like, now I have to go wipe my mom's cat. When I have to go use the bathroom. That's disgusting.
I would just do everything with my eyes closed.
You're still touching it. Take a shower.
You're
rubbing all up on
it's going to get an yeast infection, and I'm just going to be like, unless I'm here, if I find out I'm going to be here for a while.
I know that it's going to happen, but like, even like you're around like an old man that's like attractive, and then like your body's reacting to that. It's disgusting. Like
Why would you say that?
Your mom's around teenagers.
That's the part that Mott's like literally is like he was pacing and he's like, wait, turn this off. And I was like, we're finishing this movie, it's great. And he was like, this is a horror film. Like this is a cautionary tale, and like this is disgusting. She should be in jail. And I was like, okay, I did not think it was that serious when I watched it for the first time. But I do absolutely love Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah. She's an icon.
She is. And she's like one of my absolute like favorite things is older women actresses who are just kind of like it's when diva behavior, you don't grow out like that. Like I think like diva behavior is achieved. Like I don't think there's anything wrong with being a diva. Like fucking be a diva, make people wait. When it is older women who are actresses who have like gotten to the point in their career where they can be divas, I'm like, fuck yeah, I love it.
Yeah, of course.
Love it so much. And Mariah Carey is like always be a diva.
It's almost the season of Mariah.
Dare I say, it's always her season. She just goes into hibernation.
She goes into hibernation, but she says it's not time yet. So you cannot, like, she gives you a timeline. It's the day after Halloween. That's when she...
Thank God.
Yeah, she, like, usually breaks a pumpkin or something and said, it's time now.
I love her.
She's great.
I want her to tell all about Nick Cannon. But she can't because they have kids.
I know.
We need to personally befriend her because I feel like she would... I feel like she'd tell people in a meet and greet line.
I don't think she'd like us, though.
I don't think she'd like us either, but I think she would tell someone in a meet and greet line if they asked. Like, I don't think that she has any qualms talking shit.
Yeah, agree.
If her kids can't hear, I think she'll be like, I'll talk shit.
Mm-hmm.
I really respect it. Okay, well, let us know your favorite DCOM, and stay tuned for One Wednesday eventually, where we watch the Cheetah
One
Girls.
Wet Wednesday when we watch... One Wet Wednesday when we watch
blank. Wet Wednesday watching. Watching on Wet Wednesday. Wet Wednesday watch party.
Wizardly of Waverly Place, the movie. I was just trying to find a W.
I love that. That's also a really fucking good one. That's a great show too.
I watched a couple episodes. I know there was like a restaurant that they hung out at, right?
Their parents owned an Italian restaurant and they lived above it. As every television show, you either live above a coffee shop, a bar, or a family restaurant.
Yeah.
That, like the ego that would give me as a Disney Channel kid, where it's like, we're going to make you a Disney Channel star. And that's also why it like absolutely messes, like fucks with people's heads, because they'll do all this prep and then sometimes they'll like actually never film it, or like the pilot will get scrapped or the album will never come out. But like they make that, like they're like full service child stars in like acting. You're going to get a TV show that you're going to star in, and then you're going to have a movie that is about you that we rewrite for you, and then you're going to do an album, then you're going to go on tour and do all this shit, and you're going to make no fucking money. But we're going to make you like so unbelievably famous, and then we wonder why they rebel or become assholes. But again, when you are so talented, diva behavior is natural.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Jennifer, a co-founder of the Go Kid Go network. At Go Kid Go, putting kids first is at the heart of every show that we produce. That's why we're so excited to introduce a brand new show to our network called The Search for the Silver Lining, a fantasy adventure series about a spirited young girl named Isla who time travels to the mythical land of Camelot. During her journey, Isla meets new friends, including King Arthur and his Knights of the Round Table, and learns valuable life lessons with every quest, sword fight, and dragon ride. Positive and uplifting stories remind us all about the importance of kindness, friendship, honesty, and positivity. Join me and an all-star cast of actors including Liam Neeson, Emily Blunt, Kristen Bell, Chris Hemsworth, among many others, in welcoming the Search for the Silver Lining podcast to the Go Kid Go network by listening today. Look for the Search for the Silver Lining on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts.
You watch any other TV?
Oh my God. Mats and I need to give you a really gracious thank you, and he was literally going to text you. Reboot is the funniest fucking show.
I mean, it's from our Martin family, even though it's not connected at all.
No, but I trust it. Like I trust it. I told Mats that, and we were fucking dying, and I've like been recommending it to everybody. I'm really curious again if it's something that people who aren't, I think anyone who's just like watches TV, like people will like it. It is really funny. But there's something special when you live in LA and you work in the industry and there's a show about the industry. Like, don't give me La La Land, give me Reboot.
Yeah.
Like, give
and that
me
twist
that.
in the first episode was fun.
It was really fun, and like Rachel Bloom is like really smart and like a really great actress. And I'm obsessed with Judy Greer, obviously. But the whole thing is just so good and like so fucking funny.
Yeah.
I like really love it. Like, we're obsessed with it. So between that, Abbott Elementary, and then we watched Welcome to Flack, and then we watched, I said Flatch, and then I started thinking of Caroline Flack. We also watched Welcome to Flatch, and now we're restarting because now everything's fucking coming out once a week, and we like, it's fun to look forward to, but now we need like a bingeable. So we started New Girl from the beginning. He's always loved New Girl.
I thought you didn't like New Girl.
No, I just made fun of him for watching New Girl because I was like, this seems so stupid. It's one of those shows.
So good.
It's one of those shows, if you watch someone else watch it without knowing the context, it's so over the top that it's like, what the fuck is this? Like, and like, you're not paying attention. So I didn't really start paying attention until he was rewatching it for the, 10th fucking time. Like a couple years ago. I tuned in probably like halfway through season 2. And so I was like, let's start it from the beginning and like watch it. And I just like am grinning like ear to ear the whole time.
I used to that used to be, I think it came on Tuesday nights, and it used to be like what I looked forward to every week.
Well, I think that like it's so not a network show that like I think that I had some preconceived notions about what it would be, because even like the artwork for it and everything gives very much laugh track sitcom, and like it was Fox, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's just not really I can't imagine watching it on like TV. Like it's not like what it would have been on TV of the era. Like, it's definitely way before its time. So I had some misconceptions, which I love to be wrong about.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're finally in the circle. Also, I feel like Mott's is a culmination of all the guys rolled together.
I think that's why he loves it. And also, like, people have told him forever he like looks like Jake Johnson, and it's just like so funny because like, yeah, no, he is, and like that is just like the vibe. And I love shows that are so well casted, and it's so similar to Modern Family, which we talk about. Fantastic casting. And my other one that I always reference as being one of the best casted shows is a dramedy, but Parenthood, where like when you have such a good cast, like you're fucking set. Like, so like they improv, I think they've said now that they improved like 20% of each episode. Like the completed, what you see is all like 20% of that is improved, which I just think is like a fantastic nod to like how good they did at casting, and just how fucking funny it is to like try and figure out, did someone write this joke, or did one of you come up with this? Did one of you suggest a writer to write it, or is this just like improv?
Yeah.
And they started a podcast about it.
Have they?
Yeah, Zooey Deschanel, Hannah Simone, is that her name?
Yeah, that's her name.
Hannah Simone, and who's the third person? Hold on. I want to say they've had almost everyone on it, so I can't totally remember who the third person who does the podcast. I think it's Lamorne Morris. I'm just such a feminist, I'm forgetting the man.
Of course, it's fucking iHeart. Yeah, it's him.
Oh, yeah. But I love that. So maybe I'll start listening if they're recapping some episodes.
Yeah, I'd listen.
Me too.
What if I didn't watch anything new this week. Watched my X-Men as I've been watching.
I think I forgot to tell Mods.
Atlanta, I've caught up on it. Really enjoy it. They did an episode that just they take things in the real world and then twist it and then give so much. Like, it's hard to explain what Atlanta is without watching Atlanta, because you have to like watch it to get it, because it's satire in a way that like I've never seen satire done before. It's also like there's like science fiction in it, and like it's just weird. Like, it's just a weird ass show. But this last episode was essentially giving satire to Tyler Perry and his whole production company, and the way they did it so
I
fucking
bet they had
good.
so much fun with it.
Yeah. Because also, like, all the cast isn't in every single episode either.
Huh.
Also, because, like, that's one show where everybody on the show got really famous.
I was gonna say, I'm looking.
So
I was like, I can name like a couple people. I've never seen it, but I could name some people off the top of my head who I'm like, yeah, they're in Atlanta. And I'm looking at this now, and I'm like, oh,
the top 4
how is there
are all
any
very,
time to film?
Yeah, so like they just kind of like film when they can, and sometimes they're like none of the main cast is in it at all.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Wow. Maybe that'll be what Matt's and I start watching next.
Yeah.
I want to say he watched.
I think he watched the first season.
I think he did.
I think I remember that.
Yeah.
That, and then She-Hulk, which y'all should watch.
Yeah,
it's good.
I told Matt that.
The last episode comes out this week, I think.
Oh,
so,
perfect. So I don't have to
so you
fucking
can binge it.
wait.
Yes. Yeah, and just my soaps. And Days of Our Lives had a threesome scene that friend, your former co-star of Mr. Student Body President, was in it. And it's the longest sex scene that I've ever seen on a soap opera. The old people hated it because it was 2 girls and a boy. And the old people were like,
would they prefer 2 boys and a girl?
and they're like, because it moved to Peacock, they're like, now that it's on Peacock, it's gonna get raunchy. And I was like, no. They filmed these 6 months in advance. They didn't know they were gonna be on Peacock when they filmed this.
They were gonna come to your TVs mid-afternoon with this shit.
Also, it wasn't the first threesome that's been on there. There was a threesome a few years ago with old people.
Oh, fake fan?
With really old people.
That's so fun. Anytime that like people have criticisms of that, I'm like, so what would you prefer? You wanted 2 dicks?
Yeah.
You wanted 2 dicks, 1 set of tits.
Yeah.
What was your vibe? Like, what you prefer? Old people?
Yeah.
You want old people smashing old bits?
Yeah. It's funny because Raven and then her on-screen girlfriend, they have a bakery on the show called Sweet Bits. So so you saying old
Double
bits
entendre.
goes right there. Uh-huh.
That's funny. Wow. I can't imagine in like actually as an actor doing a sex scene on a soap probably is a lot better because they go so fast through everything that I would think that they maybe have the same swiftness.
No. Also the people like that grew up on the soaps too don't like it because there are people that have been there since they were younger. So it's just weird.
No, that's the worst. Like when you have to like anytime you have a kiss scene, a makeout scene, sex scene, like you want it to be with someone who like you have no friendship with, you have no like you can be like you have to start with the romance.
Mm-hmm.
Like that has to be it like on screen. Like
Yeah,
I don't
but
want it to be someone I know.
There were people that were like either kids or teenagers that grew up on it,
Yeah,
and they get to when they have their first sex scene. A lot of them haven't actually had sex in real life, and now they're having like the sex scene in front of people that have seen them as children.
Yeah, that's actually horrible.
Yeah, but if you're older, it's different, I guess. But
yeah. Yikeroonies. Wow. I think we just have such great TV recommendations for everybody.
Yeah.
Go us. And what was last week's episode of Abbott?
Last week was actually one of the guys from one of the podcasts I produced, Black Men Can't Jump. He was on the episode.
He
was
one
of the people in the improv group.
Yep, and one of the other ones was one of the third BuzzFeed guy.
Yeah, and that was part of Quinta's little 3.
Yep.
And the other one,
he's a writer.
It was a writer
from the beginning of like it, which I just
that's the one that was her quote unquote BuzzFeed boyfriend.
Yep, Justin and Quinta.
Mm-hmm.
I shipped it.
I did too.
And I'm shipping whoever they're with now. She has a husband who I had no idea she's even fucking married. Mm-hmm. I think it was last week or the week before? I don't remember what we had said, but that Mats and I were like, it was the funniest episode yet. Which one fucking was it? Doesn't really matter. Anyways, everybody watch it. It's so fucking good.
Yeah.
Love it, love it, love it. Okay.
All right, that's it.
With something like 5 million podcasts, finding a really good one can take a ton of time. So let me recommend one. It's called Something You Should Know. I'm the host, Mike Carruthers, and in each episode, we discuss topics that can be really helpful, like how to read people better, the psychology of crowds, or fun things like the story of Legos, or why you probably wouldn't be here if it weren't for horses. Something You Should Know is the name of it, wherever you get your podcasts.
Welcome to the small town of Chinook, where faith runs deep and secrets run deeper. In this new thriller, religion and crime collide when a gruesome murder rocks the isolated Montana community. Everyone is quick to point their fingers at a drug-addicted teenager, but local deputy Ruth Vogel isn't convinced. She suspects connections to a powerful religious group. Enter federal agent V.B. Laureau, who has been investigating a local church for possible criminal activity. The pair form an unlikely partnership to catch the killer, unearthing secrets that leave Ruth torn between her duty to the law, her religious convictions, and her very own family. But something more sinister than murder is afoot, and someone is watching Ruth. Chinook, starring Kelly Marie Tran and Sanaa Lathan. Listen to Chinook wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, I'm Jennifer, a founder of the Go Kid Go network. At Go Kid Go, putting kids first is at the heart of every show that we produce. That's why we're so excited to introduce a brand new show to our network called The Search for the Silver Lining, a fantasy adventure series about a spirited young girl named Isla who time travels to the mythical land of Camelot. Look for The Search for the Silver Lining on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Merry Christmas, everybody. My name is Eric Peterson. I'm here with my good buddy,
Danny Jordan.
And we are the co-hosts of the Let me try that again. Merry Christmas, everybody. My name is Eric Peterson. I'm here with my good buddy,
Danny Jordan.
And we are the hosts of Christmas Countdown Show.
We're so thrilled to be bringing the merriment to you all this holiday season.
It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be massively merry, gigantically jolly, fantastically festive, as some people might say, Eric. We are all about alliterations, and we are all about Christmas spirit. On Christmas Countdown, we love to count down our top 10 favorite things related to the holiday season. That could be food, movies, music, everything that we all love about this massively merry good time. So wherever you get your podcasts, make sure you click that subscribe button. Eric, are you ready?
I am ready, and we hope that you are too. Merry Christmas, everybody. Let's go. It should be like, let's go, ho, ho, ho.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah.